Alright. Good afternoon, morning, evening. You get the gist. So this video is gonna be a little different than my other videos because for my other videos, for the most part, I was just messing around, creating rants and whatever. This video is definitely going to be more on the serious side. I just really thought I should talk about this topic in the sense that today this topic is really skewed. So I made this video to clear air on that to the people who make fun of this topic, and I wanted to reach out to the people who also deal with sleep paralysis. It is a very real thing, and I've gone through it. I don't remember when my first episode was with sleep paralysis. I know I've had it for a while. Going through the episodes that were more recent of this year and past year, I'll describe the more recent ones because, like I said, I don't remember it when the sleep paralysis first started. It was in April, and I just remember a dream I was having. I dreamt I was laying on the floor of some kind of bedroom. It wasn't my bedroom though. It was just some kind of bedroom, and these two bulldogs were circling around me, and all of a sudden I felt supreme anger. And then all of a sudden I started burning up. I didn't feel like myself. It was just an anger I had never felt before. Later realizing it, I recognized that it was possession. I had been demon possessed that night. Yeah, this is definitely backtracking from my video when I was making fun of, being possessed by the devil, but I actually have been possessed by the devil. And this video is not made for attention, for, trying to get people to feel sorry for me. I'm just telling my personal experiences with sleep paralysis. So that was my most latest episode, is that I was burning up. I felt an anger that was not from me. It was the most bizarre feeling. I can't really put it into words exactly what I felt. So that was the most recent episode. The episode that I had before that was not like you really care about the backstory, but I'll just give it anyway. So I went on a 1-week vacation to Albany, New York, and in February. And I just remember, because of these episodes, I have been terrified to sleep at night. I haven't been wanting to go to sleep, so I stay up super late, dreading the thought of going to bed and possibly having an episode. Because despite what, as I said, people making fun of this, it's not fun. Let me tell you, it's torment. I had some vodka before Guys, I'm not encouraging alcohol consumption. Went to bed. And the reason why I did that, because there was loud airplanes flying overhead because my stupid self decided to get a Red Roof Inn that was right by the Albany International Airport. That's why I had some vodka to help me sleep, because vodka does help me sleep. I just remember having this thought. I was like, I really hope this paralysis doesn't come. But guess what? It came as if I summoned it, as if I conjured it up. I don't remember what time it hit me, but I think it was about 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. I jolted awake. I felt a presence. People claim that they see things. I haven't ever seen anything during these episodes. I've just felt and heard stuff. Definitely heard stuff. And I was frozen. I was completely frozen. I couldn't yell. I couldn't scream. It's just terrifying. It seems like someone has stunned you, and now, they're gonna have their way with you. It's the most bizarre feeling in the world. Eventually, I was able to snap out of it, but it took some time before I snapped out of it. It was the second most recent episode that I had. that I remember, I should say. On to a couple episodes that I remember having in college. So I remember this was, I believe, February 2019, and it was on my second half of the semester at Michigan State University, and I felt a presence in my bed, and this is no joke. I felt like someone was latching onto me and they were trying not to let me go. I don't remember if it spoke or not. I think it did. I think it started making these bizarre noises. I didn't write down every episode. For some reason at the time, I was scared to write down these episodes. I don't know why. I think I was just letting it have power over me, all this fear. But anyway, continuing with the episode of college, I felt a presence, and it felt like someone was latching onto me. Someone was holding me by my back, and so I remember that was that episode I had in college. I don't remember if I had any more episodes in college. I think that was the only episode I had in college. But going back to noises, yes, I have heard noises before, and you can't really put it into words what it is. It's just a bunch of monstrous noises. I don't really know how else to describe it. This certain episode, I kind of remember clearly. I believe it was 2018, the first year that I came back from college because I dropped out. I was at home, and again, it happened at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I was woken up with a start, but this time, not only did I feel a presence right beside me, but there was something hissing in my ear and saying just nonsensical, monstrous noises. I don't really know how to describe it, and it's terrifying because I can barely move. I can only just try to think and pray, and that's all I can do. It's definitely something I would never wish on anybody, not even the person that I dislike the most. I would never ever wish sleep paralysis on anybody. So the first episode that I talked about, though, that was the most recent, about feeling hot and an extreme sense of anger. Actually, I did have these kinds of episodes before. It was before I moved to Brighton, and also while I was living in Brighton too. I do remember another episode where it was a dream where I was extremely mad at one of my brothers about something. I think in the dream they like stole my food or something, like something silly to be angry about. But in the dream, in like the vivid nightmare, I should say, because it was like a vivid nightmare, I just felt an extreme anger, not of my own. It wasn't my own. And in the nightmare, I like pounced up. I don't really know if that makes sense, but I pounced up, kind of like a like a beast or something. I fell down or whatever. I don't really know how to describe that dream. That dream was bizarre, but yes, it was just an extreme anger that I felt in me, and obviously later I realized that it was possession. So it really is true. Possession is not like the movies. Not everyone experiences demon possession like the Exorcist in movies, and you don't have to be, crawling like a crab, crawling up the walls in order for it to take place. There's different levels of possession. So I just wanted to, as I said, make this video because I wanted to reach out to the people who deal with sleep paralysis, and it's a real thing. Don't be discouraged if you have sleep paralysis. I think that's kind of the best advice I can give, because there are other people that deal with sleep paralysis as well. You're not alone. And I just want to caution other people who make fun of sleep paralysis. It's not something that's funny. You're getting tormented at night. I shouldn't say at night, but you're getting tormented in the early AM. I would just caution people, don't be ignorant about sleep paralysis. It's coming from personal experience. It's not something that is not something I would wish on anybody, and it's not something that I would want to have to continue on in my life. And the other thing too is that what was kind of hard about first discussing this with my family is that my family didn't believe me. My family just thought, oh, you're just having nightmares or hallucinations. And I was like, honey, no, this isn't a hallucination. I know what I feel. It's definitely, I'm not alone. I can definitely tell when a spirit is in the room, because I had another time too where for some reason they just love this house. When I was sleeping on the couch, I heard something in the kitchen. It jolted me awake. Now this wasn't paralysis, but it was some kind of spirit, and I thought it was like my brother or something, but I looked and no one was there. But I know I felt something there. I heard the noise, the floor creaking like someone was stepping on it. So yeah, spirits are really real. Don't kid yourself. Don't think that, we walk this world alone, because we don't. There are demons, there are angels. Now, one of my ex-coworkers talked about his sleep paralysis episode, and honestly, I was just so relieved to hear that somebody else was dealing with the same thing that I was. And what was funny too is that when I was listening, he kept saying, oh, you probably think I'm crazy. I'm like, no, I don't think you're crazy. I know, because I've experienced it too. I'm not really going to go into detail about his story, but just, kind of the same thing where hearing like this monstrous being and feeling like there's something in the bed next to you. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say in regards to this subject. Alright, I hope you have a nice day. Feel free to talk about anyone who watches this video. Okay, nobody, right? But anyone who deals with sleep paralysis, feel free to leave a comment below, and I will pray for you. Ciao!